guys, and welcome back to Gardening in the North. So we're currently in my dining room, and all of these tomatoes that you see here are the tomatoes that I cut off of approximately 50% of my plants. Now, for those of you that haven't seen any of my other videos, the reason that I cut these green tomatoes off is because we had one, maybe 2 nights where it got dangerously low. So I think at one point it got down to 2 degrees, and there was fear of it dropping down to 1 for a few hours. So I went out, looked at my plants, kind of assessed them to see which ones looked healthy and which ones didn't. And then I cut off all of the tomatoes off of the plants that I thought probably wouldn't make it because they weren't as healthy as some of the other ones. And here they are here. So I want to do 2 experiments on ripening green tomatoes. The first one is going to be, I'm going to cover these tomatoes in newspaper. And every day I'm going to come in here, remove the newspaper, and do a quick 45-second video on whether or not they're actually ripening. I want to see how long it takes for approximately 75% of these to ripen. The other experiment I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pull some of my plants, some of the healthy plants that have a lot of green tomatoes on them, and I'm going to hang them upside down in my garage, and I'm going to monitor how long it takes those green tomatoes to actually ripen, and then to kind of compare the 2 experiments to see which one is the better way to go. Now, I know that I'm probably safe to leave those tomatoes on the vine right now for the next 5 days. So I'm gonna wait to actually pull those tomatoes out of the ground until I'm at that danger point again. But in the meantime, I have all of these tomatoes, and I thought I would start this experiment now. So it's been 6 days that I have had all of my green tomatoes covered with newspaper. Every day I remove the newspaper, I take a quick 10 to 12 second video just to show you the changes of the day, and then I recover it back with the same newspaper. So these tomatoes have only been uncovered each day for probably maximum 2 or 3 minutes. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to remove all the newspaper, and I'm going to pull all of the ripened tomatoes so that you can see all of the empty spots where there were green tomatoes that have now ripened, and then we can see how many are left. Okay, so I have pulled, or I've checked about a quarter of the tomatoes that I have laying across my 12-foot dining table. And I've already filled a bowl that holds 8 cups of tomatoes. So I'm gonna pull the rest of these tomatoes that are ripe, and then I'm gonna show you how many cups I was able to get, how many cups of tomatoes I was able to ripen on my dining table under the newspaper, and show you exactly how many green tomatoes are left on the table. So you can see the tablecloth now in between the tomatoes, where all the tomatoes have ripened up and I've been able to grab them. Thanks for spending time with me.